In 206 BC, another dynasty emerged in China, a dynasty so powerful that it would build a wall greater than even that of Emperor Qin, the Han Dynasty. Power would be used to usher in an age of trade, ideas, and economic prosperity. The Han Dynasty of China lasted from 206 BC to AD 220. In this time, China became a powerful country due to a policy of expansionism and trade. How did the Han expand their lands and increase trade? Chinese emperors used warriors on horseback to help them win their battles. This, in turn, helped them increase the amount of land they ruled. As the territory of China increased, it spread its cultural influence across Manchuria, Korea, northern Vietnam, Tibet, and Central Asia. Trade soon became China's biggest and most important source of income. Trade was so important that the Great Wall was extended by the powerful Han Dynasty to protect settlers and traders from the Huns, China's nomadic enemies. In total, this Great Wall stretched 6,700 miles, the same distance by plane from New York City to Tokyo, Japan. Why would the Han Dynasty want to build a longer wall? The wall protected and isolated the Chinese Empire and its people. It also protected the empire's interest in trade. A 4,000-mile trade route, later coined the Silk Road, ran parallel to the wall and linked China to the west. Thieves from nomadic tribes often attacked and stole the traders' goods. Guards stationed at the towers along the wall kept watch for thieves. If they got close, the guards would set a signal fire. Smoke meant danger to the traders on the Silk Road. They could see the fires which burnt for 24 hours for 700 miles. China stationed thousands of guards along the wall and went to great lengths to protect their interests in trade. This is because China had a monopoly on silk, controlling the production and price of the material. People living outside China wanted to buy silk. Lightweight and beautiful, silk also retains warmth. During the Han period, Chinese merchants kept the price of silk artificially high to maintain their monopoly. China's rulers made it a crime to divulge information about the production of silk. Exporting silkworm eggs was a crime too, punishable by death. Traders introduced new products from the West into China. Some of these commodities were grapes, figs, cucumbers, and walnuts. They also brought furs from Central Asia, muslin from India, and glass from Rome. Traders or travelers also brought new ideas into China along the Silk Road. Buddhism spread from India into China through traveling missionaries and Buddhist merchants. Buddhism became popular in China because it promised escape from suffering through good work, prayer, and devotion. Buddhism offered hope of eternal happiness, and Buddha was seen as a compassionate God. The little desert oasis of Dunhuang is where travelers on the Silk Road sheltered by the Great Wall rested and prepared for one of the toughest stretches of their journey. Soon they passed through the Jade Gate, the last gateway in the Great Wall. and head for the terrors of the Taklamakan Desert, the worst desert in the world. To help ensure their safe journey, travelers paid local artists to paint Buddhist shrines in the cliffs around Dunhuang. Shrines in which they had their own portraits painted, a reminder to the gods of the help they would require in the next few weeks. So when they left the sheltering walls of Dunhuang, heading for the desert that local people referred to as "go in and you will not come out," they knew they had a little extra spiritual protection on their side. And this is where they finally left the protection of the wall and faced the dangers of the unknown. The Great Wall was the start of a wonderful chain reaction for the Han Dynasty. The wall protected the caravans of the Silk Road. The caravans increased and prospered, and the Han grew wealthy and extended their territories to the north and west of the Great Wall itself. Traders and travelers, merchants and missionaries traveled the Silk Road, sharing religious ideas and goods and services for thousands of years. Buddhism is only one example of how the effects of the Silk Road still exist today.